Hey everyone, it is Jodie from Coachvox, and what I want to teach you today is how to train your Coachvox AI from your YouTube channel. So if you are a YouTuber or if you have a lot of YouTube videos or maybe even podcasts, you might feel like training your AI is a really overwhelming task because you've got so much content that you need to turn into AI training material. But actually, that is not the case. There is a far simpler way of doing it, and that's what I want to talk to you about today, using this example of Derek Callan, who has a YouTube channel doing English for professionals. So teaching people where English isn't their first language, how to do businessy stuff and how to engage in a business context. So, as you can see, Derek's pretty prolific. So he's got 346 videos. He's got 187,000 subscribers. Turning this into an AI seems like a really big task, but it can actually be very simple. So the wrong way to train an AI is to go onto all your videos, all your content, and throw it all at Coachvox and see what happens. The right way is to think about what your audience most want and the most popular stuff that they are going to ask about or want to be kind of coached through. And so on YouTube, this is super simple. And so what I would do if I was Derek or anyone who had a YouTube channel where they wanted to train an AI is I would click on their channel, go to videos, and then sort them in terms of popular. And so it's almost like YouTube and all the hard work that you've done so far has already done this for you. It's told you what your audience wants because it's like they've voted with their feet and they've watched hours and hours of these videos. And now we know what the most popular stuff is. So you can see it's phrases for formal emails, it's presenting in English, it's writing meeting minutes. And actually also when I spoke to Derek, I said, well, what do your audience want to know about? And he said small talk. They want to know how to make small talk in a business context. And so it's not just going on to popular videos, but it's also going to the channel search and clicking on small talk. And there's a bunch of videos that come up here. You could sort these in order of popularity as well. And that gives you almost a to-do list of how to train your AI. So start with the most popular things that you know your audience will want to talk about. And so I want to show you what I've done here. So I went on to one of the most popular videos. That was about, which one was it? This one, how to make small talk at a business meeting. And I've just typed the link into youtubetranscript.com. And what I've got here is the entire transcript here. And so what you could do is copy the entire transcript, pop it into a Word document, or you could actually probably file PDF this and upload this straight into Training Room 4. So knowledge upload in Coachvox. But you might want to look first because as you can see with transcripts, they will always have kind of a few things that aren't necessarily they're more conversational, they're less succinct and concise. And what we know for AI training is that we want the information to be succinct and concise. So there's one thing that you could do before you upload to Coachvox, and that's to turn it into a 2-column table using another LLM, so using ChatGPT or your favorite LLM, just to kind of test it first. So I haven't put Derek's video into ChatGPT because I don't want to do that without his permission. But what I've got is one of my interviews. It's a short video. It's a 6-minute 45 video. I've done exactly the same process. Copied this link, popped it into YouTube transcript, copied the entire transcript, and then gone onto ChatGPT and used this prompt. So we have all of these prompts on coachvox.ai/TR5. So that's how you that's how you can kind of test podcast transcripts, YouTube scripts, like all different types of material before you put it into Coachvox if you want to see how it's going to turn out. And so I've got this, I've clicked copy, I've put it into ChatGPT with this prompt, and then here it is, all this messy text, which is just me talking. So it's not going to be like a script, it's very much transcript. And what ChatGPT has done is turned it into questions and answers. And so it's given some context as to what it's done. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 6 prompts and completions out of that. So then I can decide what kind of information that's going to give to Coachvox and what kind of training data that's going to provide. And then what I would do after that is go on to training data, and I would click at the bottom of this and upload CSV file and put that question answer table into here, and it would go straight into my training data. So that's kind of how you get your most popular stuff into Coachvox from YouTube. But the most important thing here is, how do we let our audience know that this is what they can talk to our AI about? And this is where the starter prompts come in. So I absolutely love this feature. I'm so excited that we've launched this, because I think it's just changing the way that people engage with our AIs, and it's making them like infinitely more valuable, because we're telling people how to use them in so much more detail. And before, we could do this on the page, like, so you could write copy on the page that says, hey, Jodie AI is trained as a coach, so you can talk to it about your business challenges. But now it's like, it makes it abundantly clear. So in app.coachvox.ai, click on engagement under train my AI and set up your starter prompts here. And so where Derek's concerned, especially, what he would do is take his most popular videos here and turn these into starter prompts. So for example, one could be, how do I make small talk in a business context? Or how do I make small talk at work? One could be like, talk me through writing a formal email, or like, have you got any tips for me presenting? Or how do I write meeting minutes? Or he could pick 4. He could test these out. He could see how it goes. But when he put them in here and then hit save at the bottom, what would come up in the live version of his AI is his AI, and this is just the behind the scenes version, but these would be here. So then he would know that his audience would kind of have options on which of the topics they could be talked through depending on his starter prompts. And this is so good, because what you can do is you can train your AI on these starter prompts. So you train your AI to take someone through the natural coaching or mentoring flow you would want to talk them through. And so here's one example of one of mine. So one of mine is about a podcast I was on, and at the end I say, if you want to get in touch, like, come and chat to Jodie AI, I'll share this resource. It does this and that and that. And so that's exactly what people do. But I've directed them there from the starter prompt, and then this is the response. And so, as you know, when you're training your AI, you get the response here, and you look at the number of stars. If it's 5, it's like, yep, perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. This goes back to further reinforce that response. And then if it's anything less than perfect, then you would select 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then it comes up with an edit box here, so you can edit what you wanted it to say instead. So this is a way of linking your most popular content with what your audience really wants, and directing them to be able to get coached or mentored from your content in a way that is most valuable for them. It means that you do not have to upload everything you have ever created. You start with what's the most popular. And then it means that once you feel really confident that your starter prompts have really good flows in terms of how they engage with people and how they help people, then you can run an alpha test. So you could share your AI with maybe 10 to 20 people who are in your target audience, who you know fairly well, and then get them to engage with your AI, get them to have a coaching session from it, get them to just chat to it as if, and talk to it as if you were talking to me, like get help from it as if you were getting help from me. And then in your top right hand side of the page, I'm not going to click on this, but when you click clients, because it's got client data in there, when you click clients, you will get their name, their email address, and you will see the summaries and transcripts of every single conversation. So in the transcripts, not only will you see the conversations that they had, but you will see the new questions and the new topics that they came up with. And then you can further train your AI based on that. So it's almost like you start with these 4 starter prompts on content you know that is popular, and then you see where your audience take it, and they will probably surprise you. They will probably take the conversations in ways that you would never have imagined. So that, I just wanted to show you that, because if you have a YouTube channel, you are so perfect for this, and this is exactly how you would train your AI. We have a bunch of other resources on prompt completions, training your AI, everything else there that you are welcome to access at any time. Just drop us an email, hello@coachvox.com. But I hope that is useful, and we'll happily answer any more questions on this or anything else.